If there's one thing that annoys me is having to stop what I'm doing to gather resources, having to drop everything that I'm building to gather wood or to farm fireworks, whatever. That annoys me, so today we're gonna fix that. Even though my gunpowder supply looks pretty decent. Every time I'm building something, I eventually have to come back here and look for scattered paper, and that annoys me. So today we're going to be building a farm and live a happy life. And this will not only be a sugarcane farm, but also a bamboo farm, because Mojang recently turned bamboo into the most useful item, basically. And I need a farm for that. There are a couple of ways to build a farm like this. The easiest one by far is just having a flying machine break the crops, but I have some trauma with flying machine farms and servers. I'll try to build something that doesn't break, even though it will be slightly more expensive. And I also think that slime machines are weirder when disconnects and teleports and stuff like that come to play. And I'm also broke, so I can't spend a lot of iron and stuff because I don't have farms or anything. Yeah, I still need to build a lot of stuff. So we're trying to make it cheap. And my initial goal was to, instead of using slime blocks, use only honey and a ton of honey to avoid using a lot of pistons and observers. But then I went to spawn and I saw something. I don't know who built this, but thank you. Now I do have a couple of slimes. I know I could build an easy slime farm with the new effect, but I also want to spend this huge stock of honey. Okay, first thing we gotta do is dig a massive hole somewhere around this. I don't know if I should leave the Eiffel Tower there. To dig that hole, I'm going to be using this pickaxe that mines a 3x3. I'm also going to upgrade it to mine a 5x5. I hope this investment was worth it. And let's go. I'll build it here. This should be enough. I want to dig this all the way down to the bedrock because I think it would look cool to have a huge farm like that. What the hell? We are 1/6 of the way. I could have easily just built this on the ground, and I don't know why I'm doing this. Ah, great. Maybe digging this all the way to the bedrock isn't the best idea because it's not going to be very useful to do so. Yeah, so I think I'll just dig a little bit instead of going all the way to the bedrock. It is finally done. I've gotta say, not going all the way to the bedrock was the best decision I've ever made. Since my plan is to have this running all the time, I don't think efficiency matters that much. So I'm going to cut as much corners as I can and make it as cheap and as fast to build as possible. And I think this is the design we're going with. Every time any crop gets to 3 height, this thing breaks it. And that's basically it. I'm going to leave gaps in between things. I think it might give us some trouble, but not that much. Let me see how many items get in there. We'll try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Yep, I think this is the best design. I'll leave some room at the bottom just so I can then build like storage and stuff. I have no idea how I'll build this in terms of symmetry. Okay, this should work. Yeah, now we just gotta do this a lot of times. Okay, this design is good enough for me. Next thing we gotta do is build the item collection thing. Let's dig it 2x2. This is where the hoppers will go. Okay. Let's end it here. I think this should work. I love how that guy's just chilling there. Okay. We have to count 8 blocks from here, so this should be it. Fill this up, and now this should be good. Yes, sir. Okay, now since the main thing we want from this farm is wood, I'm gonna use a server specific plugin. I could use a regular autocrafter, but this one is better. I'm going to do this and that way. Yep. Now if we place a chest here. Yes sir, we have a wood farm. Yay. Maybe I shouldn't turn this into planks. Yep, this should be better. Now I can cover this. And I think we're done for this side. I'm going to use the same exact layout, but instead of having 5 blocks, I'll only have 3. What the hell? Other than that, it's the same thing. I decided to split this side into having half of it sugarcane and half of it bamboo, because I thought that I wouldn't need that much sugarcane once I got the rockets figured out, and also because I was lazy and I didn't want to fill all of this with water. But then I remembered that sugarcane grows super slow and this farm wastes a lot of stuff, so now we have a pretty good ratio here. Yeah. I hope this does the job. I think that's it. I might have AFK'd for a little bit here. I know I said that my goal was to use chunk loaders on these farms, but that was because of quests in the server. They make you spend a lot of items to get rewards. So that's why we would need to stack these, and a lot of them. That's what the chunk loader is for. But I don't think I'll need to do that for a while, and I'm also kinda lazy to do a shulker loader here, so we're going to leave this as it is. This format has been more efficient at collecting every mob, I think, than dropping actual stuff where it's meant to drop. I've seen creepers here, I've seen skeletons and zombies, a lot of them with armor. I've seen, I believe this is the 4th wandering trader. I keep getting leashes and stuff from the llamas. I've seen pillagers, I've seen bats, there was a smart zombie going there, I don't know. Yeah, this place is a little bit weird. What the fuck? But I guess there's only one thing left for me to do today, and it is one thing that I've been wanting to do for a long time. Yes, we finally have it. I'm happy now. I almost quit. I'm happy now. Goodbye.